Alright, this is most likely going to be the final for a while, excuse me, lung cookies. I just kind of wanted to give you a quick, I know it's very difficult to see because of the reflections of everything. I may move it outside and see if that helps any, but that buffing this thing out really made a huge difference. It even got rid of a lot of those scratches I didn't think it was going to. Now they're still there. If you look hard enough, there's still some there. But all in all though, it turned out pretty much the way I figured it was going to. It buffed out nice. Looks like I've missed a few spots here and there cleaning, but it's actually dusty. It's been sitting for a few days. I had to work a couple of days and just didn't have time to get it ready. I mean, I'm actually taking it to the insurance company today and then head to the bank. Excuse me, good grief. Anyway, so I just thought I'd do a quick video of it. Like I said, it's probably hard to see in the shade, and I never took any really good pictures on the outside. Besides the title on the front seat, inside is finally pretty much finished. They said the steering wheel's not changed yet, but I know I've taken some inside pictures of this thing before. I'm probably panning too fast. So let me back it out. So forgive this moving around, and we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like outside. Temperature gauge seems to work fine. However, the fuel gauge does not. I put another 5 gallons this time of 91 non-alcohol in it, and I'd already had, let's see, it was 5 gallons of that, and I had 5 gallons of regular unleaded with no 87 with no alcohol in it. I don't know what was in it to begin with. It's still showing just over a quarter tank. I haven't cleaned the tires yet. I'm probably going to do that shortly. But anyway, it actually, like I said, there's dust fingerprints on it everywhere. I was messing around under the hood and stuff, but like I said, I don't know how this is going to show up because in my camera lens I can't see nothing, so it's just too bright. I said I know I've got dust and stuff. I'd hate touching it. Came out smooth as glass. I buffed it and then used a medium compound on it, and then a polishing compound, and then went and hand waxed it. And like I said, there's some scuffs here and there that just aren't going to come out. I really like the color. It's got a lot of flake in it. It's not way overboard. You really can't even see it till you get on it. But anyway, came out looking pretty decent. So I'm pretty happy with the outcome. Like I said, this project is not finished by any means, but it is. I think I've got it to the point where it's a daily driver. So that's what I was after at this time. Like I said, some of the previous videos, I have the 5 lug stuff. I've got a T5 I can actually put behind the 6-cylinder if I decided to keep the 6 for a little while till I decide what V8 I'm going to run. But anyway, so this is it, and I'm going to get off here now and go get some stuff done. And next time you see it, it'll probably be hopefully the next step in the project. It's probably going to be a while because I have got to get after this car. I'm now way behind. I'm not going to get it done now by the time he gets out. Matter of fact, I have a dilemma or two we'll talk about, because I'm going to do a video on it just before I get started again of stuff I need to do. So anyway, back to this. Like I said, I've messed with the carburetor several times. I know I didn't do a video on what I did to try to fix it. I still got a couple of more things to do to it to try to make it start and run a little bit better. But I am a fuel mileage guy, runner, and I have a 60-mile trip that I like to run on all paved roads. It's not all highway by any means. I got to go through 2 towns, slow down for a couple of small ones, and anyway, I kind of want to get a baseline before I start, changing anything. These tires are not going to make it. I might have said this in another video. I don't know if I posted it or not, because I've made several videos of how to, and without me having any type of a editing program. I'm really bad at it. I replaced, let me show you kind of what I did. I did the ignition switch. I did a video on it. I ran out of room on the camera, and I didn't know this until after I'd already got done, and it's like, I'm not going to do this all over again. And So that's done. I had to replace the ignition, excuse me, the turn signal switch had to be replaced. I had to replace the flasher, which I think I might have mentioned in another video. That fixed the problem. However, the steering wheel is not the right one for this car, and I may have said that in another video. What I ended up doing, though, I didn't tell you what I did to it. The shaft going down inside the steering column is tapered at the top before it hits the splines. So it's tapered, then goes the splines, then you get your threads for the nut. The steering wheel is straight. So what I did was I took a die grinder and actually made it to where it tapered out, and it actually, the horn still does not work. It's not quite far enough down to that to make the right contact, but the turn signals do cancel on their own, which is something that I had to have. So that was a video I did, but a couple of videos, actually it was 2 different ones, of putting the ignition switch in and changing that thing out, which really was not all that fun, but wasn't terrible. I gotta switch hands. I'll try to get this hood open. It's not easy. I have to have both hands. Sorry. Okay, another video I did that ended up being way too long, and I had a phone call in the middle, and then had to go to lunch, and things just didn't work out. But I replaced the thermostat and gasket, replaced the water pump, replaced top and bottom radiator hose, and I know the first video was one of the first ones that was a fuel pump deal. I rebuilt the carburetor, of course. I did change that wire out going down to a starter like one of the videos I showed you, I believe. It's now at least double the size it was. This is the amp wire. It's not tied up yet. It's not hooked up yet either. I'm going to have to tie it up out of the way so I don't lose it or get dragging on the ground. So anyway, there were some videos I did of that water pump, but like I said, it also gave me lots of fits of running out of space on the camera and stuff. So I deleted a bunch of stuff, put a lot of stuff on chips, and like I said, I'm still new at this, so forgive me for being not a genius on electronics and not knowing how to use my own equipment, especially this camera. Finally figured out, like I said, it took me forever to figure out how to get the stuff onto the external chip that's in it, and you can put in it, and then it took me forever to make the laptop talk to it. So I'm just not I'm not real good at this yet. That's why I'm really kind of not wanting to do a editing program, because I'm afraid that I'm going to fail at it, and I'm either going to lose what I have, or it's going to look so choppy and so stupid it's not even worth putting up. So I'll work on that someday. But anyway, this thing seems to start okay. I'm going to change the coil, put a lot hotter coil in it, and then there's a couple other things I want to do. I want to make sure the speedometer is reading proper, so I'm going to put my GPS in it, and I don't know that the cigarette lighter works. So I don't know if there's even power to that outlet, but I'll plug it in and see, because my GPS is about 12 years old and it doesn't hold a charge very long. It won't run 60 miles. So anyway, but thanks for sticking with me on this, guys. It really wasn't a planned deal, but it worked out good. I know a lot of people say that the 65 or 64 through 6 Mustangs are kind of a girl car, and like I said, it is my wife's, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me too bad. I'll drive it. Doesn't bother me none. I know there's people who would definitely want to drive it. So, you know, me being one. Anyway, we're going to get off here now, and like I said again, thanks for sticking with me on this. And it was a fun project. I'm not done with it by any means, but I've got to get on this one. So, by the time this video comes out, I will already started on that one and made a couple of other videos, and I also have a video on that BMW back there. So anyway, well, alright guys, I'm going to get off here, so we'll talk to you later.